What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. On AMD stock, it's up over 1%, and we do have earnings from AMD tomorrow, guys. So watch out. There could be a big move, an expected move on AMD stock for the earnings. And this week is over $9. So we could see a big pop on AMD with some good earnings. And if the CEO comes out and starts mentioning AI a couple of times, we could see massive explosion. Now also, the last earnings on AMD, it wasn't that great. We saw a drop, and then the news came out with Microsoft, and then we saw a massive pump all the way up to 132.83. And now if you look at it, it's struggling. Even today, came down to this blue line 5 SMA right here, 112.31, low for the day 112.35, went back up, and now finally at the closing trading above 113.69, holding white line 20 SMA as a support, but it's not out of the woods. It's not above 50 SMA, this red line, which is at 115.53, and we also have gap on top at 115.55. So AMD can break this red line 50 SMA and also can fill the gap at 115.55. Then we could see some more upside all the way up to 118, and only if that breaks, we're going to see AMD going all the way up to 121.75, and then possibly up to even 125 to 126. Now on a pullback tomorrow, watch out for the support down here 113.69, and then down here 112.31. This blue line 5 SMA on this daily chart, and below that AMD can retest lower Bollinger Band as a support, which is sitting around 109. So here's my X/Twitter account. We got a name change for Twitter, and now it's called X. Now I do post a lot of things like my charts, daily, weekly expected moves for the market, and also various products like Apple, Tesla, Nvda, pretty much all the mega names. And these levels right here, weekly expected moves, they do work like a magnet. So you want to get a screenshot of this. It's going to help you a long way for the week. Also, all my videos are coming out right here on X. So if you're not active on YouTube, you can watch those videos right here. It will take you right on YouTube, and you can watch that video on X. Now also, I do post some of my plays that I take for my Patreon members, swing trade, my daily trade ideas, and I definitely give you guys a glimpse of what we do on Patreon. And also, guys, tomorrow, first of the month, so definitely no extra charge, nothing. You can join, and if you join yearly, you get 10% off. So that is a big saving, and it's not like I'm charging arm and a leg. And you're also supporting the channel, which I really appreciate. So definitely check out the Patreon, and if you're on X, give me a follow right here. On Nvidia stock, it's down 0.04%. We got a flat day on Nvidia, and since the last earnings, Nvidia just trading in this channel. Whenever we get in top of this channel right here, we get a pullback, and then if you look at it, bottom of this channel, dip buyers are buying the dip, and this thing is going up, and now it's actually sitting right in the middle of this channel. Now we also have earnings coming, but it's not next week. We got a couple more weeks, and I think Nvidia can reach 500. Now, how do we get there, guys? It's not a straight shot, but definitely it's possible. And if you look at it, it's trading above all the moving averages here on this daily chart, and we do have strong support on Nvidia right here around 460, and that is orange line and also blue line 5 SMA 460 to 461. So watch out on a pullback in Nvidia to hold 460 to 461, because if that gives up, Nvidia will drop down to 447.63, and that is kind of in line with this bottom of this channel right here. So that is going to be also a strong level to watch. And then that previous all-time high right here, it did hold like a magnet before, 440. And if that gives up, definitely we're going to break this channel. And in that case, Nvidia can come all the way down to 410.48. Now to the upside, above 460 to 461, Nvidia can run up to a new fresh all-time high, or at least retest this all-time high just above 480. Now above 480, Nvidia can run, like I said, up to a new all-time high, and that is around 485 to even 500. On Netflix is up 3%, and we saw a massive rally last week off of this lower Bollinger Band Friday, and now it's continuing that move to the upside. We do have a gap on top at 470. I don't know if we're going to get there on Netflix, but look at this move. Now all you need to see on Netflix, a confirmation, a breakout above right here, guys. 440 white line 20 SMA. Now knowing this market, how things are working out recently, yes, we could see a gap up over 440, and if that happens, we're going to see the next stop on Netflix, and that is 450. Now also we can get rejected right here on Netflix, and in that case, watch out for a move down here to 425, blue line 5 SMA right here, and if that gives up, Netflix could be retesting rising red line 50 SMA sitting at 420. On Apple stock, it's up 0.32%, and we do have earnings from Apple this week on Thursday. An expected move for their earnings, $7 plus or minus. We could see Apple going above 200, possibly up to 202, or coming down with some bad earnings down to 188 or even below that level. So going into tomorrow on Apple, support level to watch right here, blue line 5 SMA around 195. And if that gives up, we do have another strong support, 190 to 41, rising white line 20 SMA, and then the gap below at 191. We also have support at 190, and then down here 188, 185, 78, rising red line 50 SMA. To the upside, Apple can break this high right here, 198.23. Then watch out for a move all the way up to 200 plus on Apple stock, and that can come definitely with some good earnings on Apple. On Amazon stock, it's up 1.11%, and Amazon again pushing higher all the way up to 134, and looks like this week before Thursday, Amazon can go all the way up to 136 to even 138. Now we do have earnings from Amazon also on Thursday, so watch out, guys. These two could be market mover, and possibly with some good earnings, we could see market also heading higher to a new all-time high. Now on Amazon, we got this nice pullback here, and this is how you get a pullback on a bull market. You're not going to see a crash. People are calling for a crash. It's not going to happen because look at this, guys. I mean, Amazon, this was a massive run, and this was the only pullback we got, and that was last week down to this lower Bollinger Band. And if you got that, you made money, because you cannot miss out on these trades right here on Amazon, trading and buying right from this lower Bollinger Band and also rising 50 SMA. And now it's gone. Amazon definitely not at a buy zone, and especially with earnings coming, it's gonna be really a gamble to trade Amazon with earnings coming on Thursday. So if you get a pullback down to 130, that would be a healthy level to maybe scalp some calls right here before the earnings and then sell it out. Now to the upside, like I said, the next stop 136 to 138, and to the downside, we do have strong support between 130 and 131, white line 20 SMA, and if that gives up, we could see a drop all the way down to 126 on Amazon. On Google stock, we got a flat day, and Google stock not really moving higher, just consolidating right here and letting this Bollinger Band expand to the upside. And if that happens, we're going to see more upside on Google, possibly up to 140. Now, I'm not buying Google. I'm not recommending, to do anything with Google, because look at these gaps down here, guys. It's not like we got one gap from this earnings. I mean, look at this gap, 121, 123.69. the first one from the earnings, and then we have one at 121, and then this one I think from last earnings right here 113. So many gaps just right here, 4 gaps on Google, and this thing continues to push even higher. So Google stock on a pullback, you do want to watch this support, which is aligned with this blue line 5 SMA between 129 and 130 right here. And if that gives up, watch out down here between 126 and 127, and then the gap below at 123.69. To the upside, Google can hold above 129 to 130. We're going to see Google stock going all the way up to 140 plus. So on Meta, it's down 2%, and I do want to share something with you guys. I was going to get some calls today at 316. It never got there, so I'm not in here on Meta. But if you look at it, Meta went higher, but the RSI not moving higher, and that is also building that negative divergence on the RSI here on Meta. The stock itself running higher, but RSI, the momentum, is not shifting to the upside. So yes, could be getting ready for a pullback, but it's not done yet. That's all I can say, because if you look at this chart, yes, it's coming down again, possibly to retest this breakout 316, and only if that gives up, then we have support down here, 310 right here, blue line 5 SMA, and then the gap below 301.77. so not much downside on Meta. Even if we get that pullback all the way down to 300, that is healthy, and that is still bullish on Meta unless this thing breaks under 300. So Meta tomorrow, guys, 316, definitely I'm going to get some calls. But if we get a gap down and this thing opens at what, 310, that is gonna be even better opportunity right here on Meta. To the upside, 316 to 315 right here can hold. We could see Meta pushing higher back up to 325, and then next leg higher would be up here at 338.65 on Meta. On Microsoft, it's down 0.72% and looks like it might be coming down to 326 again, which is this lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart, and that is gonna be a dip buy on Microsoft, buying off of this lower band right here. Now, so far, I said it in my last video, it's not looking too good. In this short term right here on Microsoft, if you look at it right here, guys, we do have this downtrend on Microsoft, and so far it's not breaking. So you want to see Microsoft above, especially right here, 338 to 339, and that would be breaking out of this downtrend in the short term. And if that happens, then you're going to see more upside on Microsoft. Now, if you're chasing and buying anything anywhere, you're not going to make money. Yes, we do have a gap on top, 345.07, but we also have a bunch of gaps down here on Microsoft, and also market is near all-time highs. So you got to think all that whenever you're playing something, that market also nearing all-time highs, especially SPY not too far away, guys, 2-3%, and then a new all-time high. Qs, same thing, and now we got DIA, Dow Jones, and then Russell 2000 also joining the party. So everything almost nearing all-time highs, especially SPY and Qs. And you're buying Microsoft right here, you got to be careful. You want to see this downtrend breaking on Microsoft, and that is trading above 338 and 339, and also breaking above right here, white line 20 SMA, which is sitting at 341.69. That would be more bullish on Microsoft. We could see Microsoft going all the way up to 345.07 to close that gap on top. Now Microsoft trading under 335, then we're going to see Microsoft retesting lower Bollinger Band as a support, 326, and then the gap below all the way down here at 316.50, and that is gonna be a better entry on Microsoft if you want to go and swing trade Microsoft. But if you're day trading, make sure you keep your stop losses in place on Microsoft, because this thing is downtrending right here. On Tesla stock, it's up 0.37%, and look at this move here on Tesla, and this thing here, guys, until Tesla breaks this level right here, it's trading under 273 to 74, and that is 20 SMA and also 13 SMA on this daily chart, Tesla immediately needs to break that level 273 to 74. And if that happens, a quick trip all the way up to 290, that is possible on Tesla. Now also if you look at it, Tesla respecting and holding blue line 5 SMA as a support, which is between 263 and 264. And just below that, we also have a strong support 262. And then, just like we saw last week, Tesla not going below 250 anytime soon because we have lower Bollinger Band sitting at 252 and it's actually moving higher. So I think just consolidation here on Tesla, and until we get some good catalyst and more volume, and then we're going to see a massive breakout back up to 290 and then possibly over 300 within next couple of weeks on Tesla. Now Tesla stock breaks under 246 right here, that would be more bearish on Tesla, and then we could see a drop down to this gap 235.23 to 21.91. So far just consolidation right here, and looks like just getting ready for that breakout, and possibly we could get that with Apple's earnings on Thursday. This thing can break out above 273 to 274. We're going to see more upside all the way up to that gap, which is close to 290.